Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are officially divorcing. This has been rumored for quite some time, but Jennifer finally filed for divorce. Lopez and Affleck married in 2022 after rekindling their romance in 2021. On Tuesday, August 20th, according to TMZ, Lopez filed for divorce from Affleck more than 2 years after the couple married. She filed for divorce on the second anniversary of their traditional wedding ceremony, and allegedly there's no prenuptial agreement. She tried really hard to make things work and is heartbroken, as source tells People. The kids are a top priority, as they have always been. Lopez and Affleck famously rekindled their romance in 2021, more than 17 years after they were initially engaged, and postponed a planned wedding. The pair officially broke up for the first time in January of 2004 and remained friendly. This divorce filing comes after constant reports of tension and strain between the two. Many people felt like this was doomed from the beginning, due to the nature of their first breakup. Ben Affleck was the inspiration behind Jennifer Lopez's 2002 album This Is Me Then. The album came after their relationship became an absolute media circus. Both parties noted how the media played a part in their breakup, especially Ben. It made him extremely uncomfortable. Both of them quickly married after ending things, Jennifer Lopez to Mark Anthony, 5 months after her and Ben split, and Ben famously married another Jennifer, Jennifer Garner. Naturally, after they reunited for a second time around, and they got married and Ben once again became the muse for one of JLo's projects, people were skeptical, including legendary actress Jane Fonda, who appeared in JLo's film based on her love story. I want you to know that I don't entirely know why, but I feel invested in you and Ben, and I really want this to work, Fonda told Lopez in the documentary. However, this is my concern. Like, it feels too much, like you're trying to prove something instead of just living it. You know, every other photograph is just you two kissing and the two of you hugging. Ben also expressed apprehension in the documentary, while Lopez admits in the documentary that she doesn't think Affleck is comfortable being the muse. The doc is named after a scrapbook that Affleck gifted Lopez for Christmas in 2021, stacked with every letter and email they'd written to each other over the last 20 years. Lopez showed the book to her producers and songwriters on the first day of making her album, passing it around. "It became our Bible," she said. "We just left it there in the studio." Ben is quoted saying, "I was like, you've been showing all the musicians all the letters, and they were like, yeah, we call you Pen Affleck." I was like, oh my god. He then described the process as something of an adjustment. "I did really find the beauty in the poetry and the irony in the fact that it's the greatest love story never told," Affleck says. "If you're making a record about it, that seems kind of like telling it." Now, obviously, the public doesn't know all of the inner workings of this relationship, and we're just going off of what's been exchanged in the media and their history. It's easy to assume that yet another form of the media-driven campaign could be a contributing factor to the split. Keep in mind, the intimacy of their relationship was spread across so many different forms of media. Her 2024 album, This Is Me Now, which was the follow-up to This Is Me Then. Then we had the This Is Me Now, A Love Story, which chronicles Lopez's love life. Then we had The Greatest Love Story Never Told, a behind the scenes of the making of the film. They also publicized very intimate details about the relationship. For instance, Ben had "Not Going Anywhere" engraved on JLo's engagement ring. This also coincided with JLo doing various interviews gushing over Ben and revealing intimate details about the relationship. Whatever happened between the two, I don't think the publicity for JLo's creative endeavors helped, especially given that Ben expressed his uncomfortableness. And that's not to say one person is to blame or if this is even a blaming situation, because we don't know. I'm just going off of what was said on public record. Also, it's not 2004 anymore. I'm not sure why anyone would think that Bennifer would be a huge marketing interest unless it was something of this nature where a split is happening, then everyone wants to know the details. Whatever happened between them, I think we can all agree that JLo has had one tough year. Her album didn't sell well and was received lukewarm. Her tour was said to have bad sales and was eventually cancelled, and her films also didn't receive much acclaim. It is certainly a year for the pop history books if I've ever seen one.